in her bed. And she love me when I'm in it, and she never be pretending. Nothing is real. She gon' tell you where she bought it, cause she know you can't afford it. Know you can get it, looking exquisite, no competition. Stay on the pivot. Who be watching, they be plotting. She's so motherfucking independent. Mama.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello. Let me
Guess
take
who
these
I
off
have
so that you can
in
see my
the
eyeballs.
building? I have not only Demetrius, I also have his beautiful sister, Prissy P. in the
Hello.
building. I'm so excited about having you all in joining us today. Let's see if I can move this around some. Well, no, not really the way I want it. All right, whatever. We'll just be all three like that. There we go. I'll be in the middle. Monkey in the middle. Just kidding. So today we are joined by not only one guest, we did double the fun again, or two. So brother and brother. No, here we go. Brother and sister
Yes.
act entertainers. One's an actor. Well, both of you guys are actors, rappers, musicians. They do it all. Like if you have not seen Prissy P's YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting for because everybody's watching it. Like anybody that likes entertainment, that's where they're going. And then if you have a TV, I mean, but who doesn't at this point? You have seen Mr. Oops, I'm doing it again. Yeah, over here. Mr. Demetrius on every other commercial acting, like he's everywhere. Their faces are well known, and if you don't know them, that's because you're not cool enough to know them. No. Everybody's cool in my school. But let's start. Of course, we gotta go ladies first. So, Precious,
Absolutely.
how did you get started? Let's start there. Yeah, how did you get started in the entertainment industry?
Well, it kind of chose me. Yeah. Yeah. I was always a YouTube watcher.
Okay.
And one day I was like, this is the time I was working like a 9 to 5, and I was on my lunch break, and I was like, my mom wanted to run a night deal. If you guys are familiar with Night Deal, North Carolina, but she wanted to go there to get some groceries or something. And I was like, Mom, I saw this video on YouTube, and this girl was eating some Buffalo Wild Wings, and she said they were really spicy, and I was like, that can't be that hot. They just can't be. So I run to go get the wings. We get back home, and DJ is a photographer, so he had this new camera that he really wanted to test the video settings out on it.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, hey, let me record you eating these wings. I was like, for what? So he recorded me, and then he was like,
oh, he's the one saying, how does it feel? Express yourself.
Yes.
I was like, her husband must be an actor. Like, why is he asking her all these questions while she's trying to eat? Can't you tell she's choking?
Right. So then, so he recorded. He's like, let's just post it on Facebook to our friends and family because we always do silly stuff as a family.
Okay.
So he posted it, and like literally, Camille, it went. We broke the internet. It was. Well, what was it, like an hour?
It was a matter of hours, and then I like went to bed. I woke up. It was like 2 million views, and my phone was like, I was like, okay, and then.
That was on Facebook or YouTube?
On Facebook.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just
Facebook,
like, yeah.
People were like, who is this girl? She's freaking hilarious. Let's find her on YouTube. So I was like, I already had like my music video on YouTube. I had one.
Okay.
And then
wait, which one?
Big Girl Movement.
Okay.
Yeah. So I already had that up there from the producer. He put it up there. And then my brother, he put the hot wing video. And then I had 5,000 subscribers in the first day. And I was like, people were really looking for this.
It was weird.
Yeah, it was crazy. Weird. And then after that, it just was like, I want to keep posting videos because it's fun. I didn't even know you can get paid on YouTube. I was just posting videos. And then
look, full-time job made off of eating hot wings.
Yeah.
One time.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe I need to find some wings to eat. No, I'm kidding. Look, I'm too scared of burning my esophagus. Like the way you were like,
girl,
and drinking that milk, I was like, yeah, She didn't even wait for a cup. She was straight taking it to the head. I was like, nah, I don't think I can handle it.
Hot. They are unbelievably hot.
Now, what was
up here? Hey, TT.
Oh yeah, gang. They're saying, and then Donna Henry.
Hey, Donna.
Greetings from Grenada. Yeah, hey, you got your people in. So wait, so now, Demetrius, how did you get started in the entertainment industry? And did you feel some kind of way that your sister, who just like one time eats something, and you've been like working and trying and auditioning and doing the thing, and she just blows up in one night? How did
Yeah,
you feel?
I've gotten that question a lot before,
Yeah. Oh,
and
really?
yeah, actually, because people are like, "Well, you're not blah blah blah." I'm like, "Well, I don't see my sister as my competition. My sister's my family. So like when she wins, I win."
Right.
And
Aw.
I've been working at this since I was a young person. So it's just what I love to do. So like regardless of
I love
who
that.
is here and there, I don't think there really is a a comparison. My sister does her thing, and I'm proud of her. And I do my thing, and it's completely different than hers.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't have to learn sides and do monologues
Yeah.
and
Like,
learn scripts and do her research on that. So it's very different. But I think our experience separately allow us to be stronger together. So
yeah, and you also help manage her as well.
Oh,
Well,
yeah. So
yeah, so
so on
I
top
love
of
that
what a
you
lot,
guys do
yeah.
that together, like
Hey,
helping each
Lavender.
other.
Yeah. What a lot of people may not know is that I do manage her, so that requires me to set up things like this and email people and get collabs and working on other things in the future. I always have to kind of keep up with the
Yeah.
industry and YouTube, which like I'm not an avid YouTube watcher, so I
Mhm.
actually have to like force myself to be like engaged in that community to watch out for her and see
Right.
what other people are doing so I can be like, hey P, like
This is the
this
next
is what's
step.
on trend,
Yeah.
So it's just keeping up with the hashtags and the trends, really.
Oh, the hashtags,
While
man.
trying to be original, it's like
Right.
you want to please an audience, but you also have to be original, and so yeah.
And I have to mention, because we were supposed to do an interview a long time ago, and when I called originally, I didn't know that you guys were related. And immediately he was like, "Oh, but I have my sister too, and she's also an influencer." Like he
Yeah.
looks out for you, and I was like,
That's my
"Yes."
girl.
Me, I didn't even know. I was like, "Absolutely." Anybody that
Yeah.
loves their sibling like
Yeah.
that and is supportive of their career, I
Mhm.
have to. And what a treat that was. I had no idea because some people be like, "Oh yeah, my brother, he be doing this, he do
Uh-huh.
that," and then you're like, "He shouldn't." But no,
Yes.
this was a true story. This worked out really great, and
Yeah.
I love that you guys are so supportive of each other. Now, has there ever been a time that since you guys do work together, that there ever was a challenge that you guys had to work over together, or realize like, okay, let me not handle this part of your business because it takes us out of our
Mhm.
friendly dynamic, or have you it's always been so cohesive and just
P, do you
working
want to
well?
take this first, or do you want me to take it?
Well,
Uh-oh.
since
I don't wanna cause any drama, so
Oh
no,
no, it's no drama.
we're so much alike, and we're also so different. But the difference makes it good because when we come together and merge, it makes great things happen. So when we do have a little spiff, it's very small because it's like he's very creative. He has a vision for things where I'm like, I don't feel like doing all of that. But he's like my pusher and motivator. So it's
Hey
like,
mom.
if I get a little attitude, whatever. But not it
Yes.
kind of balances good actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just kind of hold each other accountable for the parts that we're doing. And when a person's out of line, we just kind of keep it straight up like, hey, look, this is how it has to be done. She's really good at she's good with numbers and kind of like knowing what her audience wants. And like, I don't quite know because she has a personal connection with them,
Yeah.
whereas I'm just like, I have to send this email and this is how it has to be composed. Like, don't like,
He's
I have to
stern.
sometimes,
He's very
Okay.
stern. I'm like, DJ, we don't have
Yeah.
to charge them. And he's like, no,
Yeah, we
do
do.
this,
I might need to hire you for me then, 'cause
Yeah.
I'm more
I
like
don't play.
Precious,
I'm
like,
nice,
"Oh my
but
god, you're
I'm
gonna give
like,
me free stuff? Yeah. I'll do it." Like, "What do you
I
want me
love you
to
too,
say?"
Lavender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
"We'll work for tacos."
Yeah. No,
Hashtag.
seriously, that's me. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
but he's like,
she's very much so like so generous, so willing to give her time to people,
Mhm.
and I just have to remind her sometimes that sometimes people will take advantage of
Oh
that
my
because
gosh.
you've done it once, you've done it twice, So
Yeah.
I try to encourage her to like just let me do that part so that because tender hearts, tender feelings. She's a
Mhm.
little bit more sensitive than I am in certain ways,
really.
which is actually a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But I try to make sure that no one's taking advantage of her
And
and
that's
me and
like,
and
yeah.
anyone around me.
That's great. That's good that you guys can be with support each other in that way and also help run the business together. Because I mean, that's the part people forget about show business that it is a business. Like, you're not just doing your talents for the fun of it. Like, it's your job, it's your career, it's a way for you to make a living.
It's
And right
work.
now, so many people are doing a lot like you guys are as far as like putting out content, being on YouTube. What advice would you give to people who are just getting into the business? And I know there's a lot of comments. We'll get to them later because otherwise I'll get distracted by them
Yeah.
too. So we'll talk.
I
I
get you.
promise. Keep commenting
No
because
worries.
towards later of the show, I'm going to mention everything that's brought up. I'm going to show it. We're going to ask the questions. So please keep posting things, but just let me get through my questions first, and then we'll get to them.
All right.
Because ADHD is real.
It is
Oh, yeah.
real out here in these streets.
So yeah, go ahead. Sorry, but yeah.
So, what advice? I think, Pete, what advice would you give someone who's maybe starting at like a YouTube or just starting in their career?
I would say the consistency is key.
Okay.
Sometimes, we get discouraged because we may not see things go as fast as we would like it. But being consistent shows a lot of your work ethic. It shows that no matter if nobody support me, I support me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe in my dream and passion. So I feel like consistency is key. I feel like just having a good support system of finding like a crew of people who are like-minded like you to motivate you, that helps drive the success in things. So I feel like you should just be consistent in everything that you do, whether you have support or not. Know that you got you, and that's it.
Oh, that's a good one. How about you, Demetrius? Since you handle the business side of things, any advice you would give? Or even like with analytics, like a lot of people are like, what should numbers matter? What numbers don't matter?
Absolutely. I think that there's a lot that goes into representing yourself as a brand, as a business, and knowing and being specific with the things that you are going to, the content you're going to create and put out.
Okay.
I also think it's important to do your research. A lot of people want to do it without doing the work. They want to get famous quick, get viral quickly. Like going viral is not. There's not really a strategy to it.
Right.
It's a lot of luck. And like she said, be consistent, because if you throw your rod out into the lake, you may not get a bite that day, but you may get a bite the next day. You know what I mean? So if you never go back to throw your rod in, you never know.
There's like this meme that was going around where it was a guy that was like mining for diamonds, and you can see that he gave up like right before he almost reached all of these different diamonds. And I always try to think of that for myself, even like don't give up because you're almost there. Like just keep.
I know what you're talking about, because he's chiseling through, and then little did he know that was right when he stopped.
Like they're all hidden behind like one little layer of dirt that he just like gave up too soon. I'm like, I don't want that to be me.
That's a great image to kind of like say what I'm like, articulate what I'm saying. Is just like, stick with it, stay consistent, but do your research, take classes. Please take classes.
Now, is there any classes you suggest? Because there's so much, like so many people are offering classes right now, free or not free. I mean, do you guys even do any classes on your YouTube channels or anything that people should know about?
We have thought about it. We still haven't came out with because of course I have to charge for that because that's a lot of time. And, you're showing people.
It's like giving away your secret sauce. Like you're gonna charge for that secret sauce.
So it's definitely something that we have talked about, but we have not went forward yet. Yeah.
Well, it's just, why learn from others when we can learn from the experts? Look, support local. I mean, I know you're not in North Carolina anymore, but still, you're from here. So also I'm going to ask some quarantine questions a little bit. Like, what has been anything, if anything, that you guys have learned about yourself now that you're kind of stuck home? Has it what's been the challenging part, or what's been the more like, oh, now I can do this, I can learn that? Is there anything you've picked up or?
I have learned that I actually like myself. And I don't say that to be like, wow, I'm a cool person. I say that because like I learned that I can actually exist with myself and be fine. I also have been able to be creative for the first time. That I've had a little bit of a creativity block the past year or two. And it's kind of opened up that door for creativity again. And that makes my heart happy. That makes my soul happy. So, and I've also learned what I can live without. Like there's some things that I could just, quite frankly, live without. And guess what? I'm surviving. I'm here and I'm living. So it's teaching me resilience. It's teaching me how to be content with the things that I have. And it's teaching me like literally the value of just a hug, or I really miss hugs. Like I miss I just want to hug somebody,
Okay.
So that's the first thing I'm looking forward to when this is all over. Just like hugging my sister, hugging my mom, hugging my
Oh.
puppy, hugging my friends, hugging.
Oh wait, why aren't
just,
you hugging your puppy?
Well, because she's in Atlanta with my sister. She stole
Oh.
my puppy.
Just laying right here.
She stole my puppy.
My hair's
Talking about sibling rivalry. No, I'm kidding. Wait, do you guys share custody? Because then we might need to take turns after this.
he can have full custody.
Oh, so that's what you learned during the quarantine. Well,
Being a
tell me
hater.
some more. Like, what have you learned about yourself, or has changed
Just
with the quarantine?
how strong I am.
Okay.
Like I said, I moved here recently, and I have I have my aunt that lives here, but it's like my mom and my brother are away in North Carolina, and I was scared. I mean, to move somewhere that you don't. Come on, I'm 30 years old. I did something really big here. I moved out of state, away from my family, and I just realized how strong I really am, and that I know that I can make it through anything. That's what I have learned.
So, is this the first time you're living far away from your family as well? Okay. What do you think for other people who might be feeling a lot the same way you are about being so far away from their family during a pandemic, basically? Like, what are you doing to kind of bridge that time or make yourself feel better doing this, just in case somebody else watching has that same?
I
How'd you get your strength?
I think just remembering that we are all in this together. No one, like, this is the first time that we are all in the same situation
Around the world.
around the world. So know that
Globally.
you are not bored by yourself. Know that
Mhm.
you are not like going crazy by yourself. I think just exercising your faith. If you are a spiritual person, you know, making sure that you're staying prayerful, stay busy. It's always something to do. It's a lot of stuff in our house that we could do. Organize our closets, organize our seasoning cabinets, our pantries, our whatever. Organize your photo album in your phone. Just keep your mind busy.
I did that.
Yeah.
You know, keep your mind. I would just say stay busy in your mind. Watch some videos. Watch some fun movies. Make some new recipes. I don't know.
And also to piggyback off that,
Yeah.
and like something kind of different from that, just also don't feel bad if you don't want to do anything. Like,
Right.
you know, because I think we already live in a hustle and bustle every day when we are
Yeah.
not in a pandemic. Like we try to do everything we can. We jam pack our schedules. The kids have to go here. We have to make this appointment. We have to do this. We have to go work out. Like if there's moments where you just don't feel like doing anything, don't beat yourself up because it's okay. Like this is a time to literally smell the roses and let the dust settle and like have some time with yourself, you know? So I would say keep yourself busy when you want, but also forgive yourself if you want to just like lay there and look at the ceiling.
Yeah. No, even
I
like
do
with,
that
I
every
think
day.
with,
Like I look at the ceiling at like 9 o'clock every day. Ceiling time.
Now, are you counting anything in the ceiling or just
I
staring at
mean,
it? Does it ever
just-
talk back? Like, do we need to call somebody?
It started to talk back the other night, but I called my doctor.
I mean, because they are doing virtual treatment. You're not alone. Like, if you need help, there's people there.
I work
for
in
you.
mental health during the day,
Oh,
so
okay.
I do have a lot of support, and we are helping a lot of people right now as well. So
Speaking
it's
of
very
helping,
interesting.
I must bring up, because I mean, I plan to bring it up later, but since you walked right into it with mental health and also helping people, well, not really mental health, but more so with helping people. Tell me about your organization and why you started PD Shades to kind of help your organization. Can you talk about your non-for-profit? Because I think it's so important and so many people need to hear about it.
Yes.
Especially
P, do
right
you want
now.
to start, or do you want me to start?
You know that you handle this part.
Okay.
I was like, she's like business manager. Duh.
So PD Shades was inspired by our mom, who was on the kidney transplant list for several years. She had a very rare kidney disease that was autoimmune. So her immune system saw her kidney as something bad, so it attacked it. So we were like, how can we help fundraise for her, you know, aftercare, her care during these visits, all of that? How do we do this with, you know, while also creating a brand that we've always wanted to do? We've always wanted to start a business together. So PD Shades was inspired by our mom, and the glasses, we just love sunglasses. So we were, and they're easy to feel. They're just easy to get, you know, a pair of glasses, you know, they're just something convenient to have. So that's how PD Shades got started. And then the organization started out as Kidney for Sabrina. And then when she got the transplant in September, we switched it to Transplant 4. So it's been a slow process to get that one up and running, because now this is like the big kahuna. So we're hoping in the future to help other transplant recipients of all sorts, not just kidney. We want to educate because there's a lot of things we learned about the transplant process before, after, and during that we had no clue. We didn't know we were going to have, my mom was going to have to sell her house because you can't use well water after transplant. Like you can't drink or bathe in well water.
I didn't know that.
My mom straight up closing her house today.
Mm.
And
Congratulations, Sabrina. I guess Sabrina's your mom. She wrote she's so proud of her children.
and we had to, that a lot of things happen after the transplant that we're like, people need to know this before they go into this, because they could have easily told us that we were going to have to, like, well water is not something you can use post-transplant. So it's just a lot of things that I think that maybe not mistakenly missed, but we want to just educate people, help people on how to fundraise. So that's kind of the goal of Transplant for.
And I know when we talked earlier off air months ago when we were first scheduling this and you were telling me about your organization, the importance also of people of color learning about becoming a donor, like how important that is. Can you speak to that as well, please?
Absolutely. Well, especially on the kidney disease part and the kidney transplant part. Kidney disease and kidney transplants happen predominantly in the African American community, and it's so important for them to know what they have access to, what the process is, what the resources are, and because it affects us mostly, especially the kidney transplant part. So we learned that when we started this journey and realized that in the dialysis center, most of them are African American or Black. I don't even like the word African American. They Black.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
This is I'm like, don't use African American.
I'm like, until what's his name? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on his name right now. Oh my god, the guy with the jigger curl. I'm happy, I'm proud, and I'm Black. Until they change the lyrics to that to African American, I'm Black.
Right,
and Nina Simone's, because they're dead, they can't.
I love Nina
I was like,
Simone.
and Nina Simone's Young, Gifted, and Black. As long as those lyrics are out, I'm Black.
I tell people off subject, but I tell people using the word African American is like walking on eggshells around who I am. I'm like, I'm not African American. I don't call people Caucasian American or my Asian American friend. You're white, you're Asian, and I'm Black.
Right.
So that just goes to show that there's tension with that word. Yeah,
the hyphenation. And they'll also like try to, like I've been in events sometimes where a Black woman will try to correct me when I refer to someone as Black, and she'll say African American. Like, whoa. He wasn't born in Africa. I feel like people who were born in Africa should have, and even then, like, I'm not going to hyphenate you. Like, nobody else gets hyphenated. So why should we?
Alonzo Mourning, boom. Miami Heat. My boss is on here. My boss is on here. Sorry, I'm getting distracted.
See, like I told you, focus on me, and like towards the end, I promise we'll go through all of it because there's a lot. I promise. But because otherwise we'll get distracted with their questions, and then I won't remember what questions I had. Yeah. Anyway, so speaking of your PD Shades company, but there's also like a little something that's involved with your PD Shades. That's kind of a hint of what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Love, do you want to start on this? It's a kind of a person we've been collaborating with.
Yes, so we just launched Eminence Eyewear by Miss Juicy. So if you guys don't know who Miss Juicy is, she is a reality TV star and also a radio host, guest host. She's on a show Little Women of Atlanta.
And the Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
See, that's why I said the little.
Yeah.
How do I
got what you were putting down, Camille.
Speaking of being PC.
Yeah, very sassy. And we collab with her on a sunglasses line, and she's also someone who went through a family member suffering from kidney failure. Her father passed away from kidney failure, so she relates to us in such a different way. So it was perfect for us to collab, and so she has her little line, and it's great.
And you have some other collaborations that are coming up that are pretty exciting as well. With you guys were telling me a little bit about it off air that hopefully once all of this is over with, you guys will still be able to do. But it's in Las Vegas and LA.
Yes.
Tell us all about that. Like, I'm excited for you guys. Go ahead. I won't spoil it.
So I'll start real quick and then P can jump in. We are planning a West Coast collab tour, which is going to be in June, God willing, if Corona is, subsided by then. If not, we're gonna reschedule. But
Yes.
essentially, we have done a lot of East Coast collabs. We've collabed with a lot of people in Atlanta, New York, Miami, Georgia. A lot of the East Coast. So we were just like, you know what? We need to drop a bomb on the West Coast.
Yeah. Right.
So
Let's
we
do some gang
decided to
signs.
do
Gang. Just kidding.
Yeah. And so, and I think it was my sister's idea, who was like, we need to, it's time, and so we are planning just to, we're booking some more collabs now, still getting the schedule full. We have some people on there right now that we're excited to work with.
Tell the ones that you're confirmed with, because I can't hold it in any longer. I'm like smiling to avoid saying it.
So definitely confirmed with, if you guys are familiar with Elgin Charles, he is a Beverly Hills hairstylist.
Married to Jack Hay.
Yes, Jack Hay. So he's confirmed. We have
I follow him on Twitter. He's hilarious.
He is hilarious.
And I watched his reality show, so I'm very excited for you guys with that one. Sorry, go ahead.
We also have Silky Ganache, who is from RuPaul's Drag Race, who is
love a drag queen. My best friend's a drag queen, and he was a makeup artist for a Drag Race. What? He's getting ready to be on that show. We Are Here on Showtime.
Oh, cool.
So sold.
I think I know what you're talking about. I saw that because I watched Black Monday on Showtime, which is my favorite show.
The best show with Regina Hall, and it is hilarious. Don Cheadle. Look, that flat limo when he used to drive it.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I was dying. I was dying. Somebody's alarm.
That show is hilarious.
I love that show. Sorry, plug Showtime. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. Showtime. Come on, send a check.
See, I need to hire you.
A couple other YouTubers, celebrity YouTubers that I'm going to be collabing with out in LA as well. So that's just a couple.
And we're hoping with our fingers crossed that we get a special guest from Beverly Hills 90210.
Yes.
I mean, she loves you already. She talked about you on her story. I saw that on her.
That's wild.
That's crazy. Wild. How did you? Yeah. So I gotta ask this. So you went kind of viral, kind of overnight. So like what was that like as far as the attention of it all? Like, how much did your life change from one day you're eating chicken and the next day you're like 3 million views and so on?
I forgot to mention one person. We have James Wright Chanel. He's the Patty Pie guy. So I'm also doing a collab with him when I get to LA. So I have some things I'm working on.
I still haven't had a Patty Pie. I need to do that.
Me either.
Oh, okay.
Don't feel bad.
Oh, so how was it?
I really liked it. They sell the little dollar ones that are like that big, and I just like those because it's the perfect portion, and it just hits the right spots. It's like the standard
it's Patti LaBelle
sweet potato pie.
And I was like, will it let me sing like Patti LaBelle? I'm like, probably not. But it's worth a shot just on that.
Right.
So sorry, but go ahead. So how did your life change from? Like, I know it ended up being a career for you, but how did it like?
Well, it was like I felt like a lot of people were like I was being pulled in so many different directions. Like, because again, I have a big heart. It's like I still want to. You think that I am normal? I feel like I'm normal, but in so many people's eyes, I looked at like a celebrity or like a big influencer. So it's like I have to. It just.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the one of the moments that I was like, this is real. So my sister and I used to have a brick and mortar. We used to have a store, a full on clothing store, sunglasses store with a studio in the back where we shot the YouTube videos.
Oh, fun.
And this one guy stopped by to deliver a pizza or something. And he was like, hey, yo, is that the hot wing girl? I was like, I was like, that's my sister. He was like, man, I saw her eating hot wings. She is funny. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I remember.
And then I was also smelling candles at TJ Maxx because that's what you do at TJ Maxx.
Is it?
And this girl came up to me. She was like, are you Prissy P's brother? And I was like, yeah, nice to meet you. So just like you started to see get the recognition, and it's really odd because like she said, we're just common, just chill people. Like I don't care if I have everything in the world. I'm just going to treat you like I treat you. If you're a janitor, if you're the CEO, if you're the president,
I
I
have
don't
to
care.
say from my experience in working in the film industry, and maybe you have this too, which we haven't even talked about your career that much yet. So we definitely need to hit on that because within your own right, you've done a lot in entertainment as well. But I worked with Diane Carroll and Ruby Dee, which are like,
Ooh,
exactly like
legendary.
and I even worked with Goldie Hawn, Oprah, like a lot of not top line, like A-list celebrities.
Yeah, that's
And
the
they were
list.
the most normal, casual, would walk to set, talk to everybody, super friendly. But then it was like sometimes the younger new starlets whose names are now not even known that were the most no, why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Arrogant.
And so I think
Ugh,
being humble because I mean, people have to work with you. They want to work with you. And if you're
yes.
not easy to work with, it
I
you'll see
don't care
your
about
career
anything but your
fizzle out
heart.
very
I don't
quickly.
care if you're Steven Spielberg. If your heart is not
Yeah.
pure and good and in a good place and have the best intentions, I don't want to work for you. I don't care about the money. I care about the heart of the work and the work itself and the heart of the people that I'm working with. Like, period.
Yeah. Like I'll charge you double, but yeah.
Right.
If I have to deal with because I
If your
used to be a
heart ain't
makeup
in it,
artist and
double.
I hate weddings. Like I'm burnt out on them. Like it's just well now they're more fun. But when I was working a lot of weddings, I was like, I'll charge you double if you make me stay. But I'll give you a discount if I can leave before the wedding. And I'll give you your own lipstick and powder. Like once you've seen like 50 of them,
Yeah.
there's nothing new. And the lines are pretty much the same. Like not once has anybody ever said, no, they should not get married. Like I was like, okay, maybe this way. No, same.
I was just talking to my friend about that. I'm like, man, what if somebody objected at your wedding? And he was like, I never thought about it because I don't think that people would actually do that. I'm like,
Yeah, same.
I'd hope not.
Yeah,
like tell me before.
operas.
Tell me way before so I don't have to spend money on a wedding.
Or there's always like fun stuff that you see on TV that never happens in real life. But anywho, moving on. And some of the other things that you guys are working on, a big well, not necessarily a big collaboration, but a thing you just got as far as being chosen to be part of a panel of Dear Skinny Friend. I know DJ can share more about that because he's the one that actually booked it and everything.
So
he just be booking you for stuff, girl. You just have to show up. I love it.
The dates are July 11th in Atlanta. She's going to be on the panel for Dear Skinny Friend, which is pretty much an open conversation. It'll be in front of a live audience as well as on live feeds.
Oh, nice.
So it's essentially just a conversation to have that I think is necessary to have with anyone that may be different to society or whatever that means.
Right.
So it's just a conversation where bigger women or bigger people can talk to people in a way where they can understand their experience as a larger person in the world without the sympathy, without the pity, without the 600-pound life crap. Like it's just like big people are working, they're thriving, they're healthy, they're exercising, they're motivated. Like we are thriving in the world, and we're not just at home being lazy, eating chips and not and some people, most people, it is a disease, So I think that forum is going to help people understand that there are people who are working to be healthy and are healthy. They just may not look like what your standard in your head may be as healthy.
Well, now speaking of that, just for a little bit, I'm sure you get some of the negative comments, and maybe DJ can speak to this more than Prissy can. I don't know. Whoever wants to answer this, but just like, how do you handle that kind of negativity that comes? I mean, whether you're
how you handle it.
Or
no,
but I just mean like at the same token, do you ever get that feeling of like? I'm sure it's maybe in the beginning it kind of bothered you because I mean you are eating on camera and so on, different things. Like, was there ever a time when you were just like, okay, this is how I'm going to handle this from here on out? Like whether it's blocking, but for other people that might be being bullied for how they look, their sexual orientation, or whatever it may be. How do you guys handle that? How do you deal with the negativity, and what do you suggest for others? Like stay in their lane otherwise.
Well, I just feel one thing that we all know for sure is that whenever you're on a platform, you're going to be talked about. Doesn't matter if you're fat, skinny, white, black, you're going to be talked about because someone's not going to agree with what you do or how you say
how
things,
you do it,
or how you did your makeup that morning. So I think ultimately, how I deal with it, if I read it, sometimes I would just heart it I would just, say, whatever I respond to the person. Hope you have a great day. Maybe sometimes I could be a little a-hole too. Back to you.
Right.
But I just know who I am, and like I said, I have a family that loves me. I have people that really love me and support me. So I just I put all that energy into people who really do support me versus the ones who just come over to troll. So that's how I handle it. I balance it because when you getting paid, it's like I'm getting paid. You
laughing all the way to the bank.
Yeah, you're still watching me.
Yeah. So now let's like pivot a little bit to talk about DJ's career, because you are an actor, you do a lot of commercial work. Tell me how you got started in the entertainment industry and some of the things you're working on.
I got started in grade school. I mean, I think my family kind of knew at a young age that I was kind of a born to
and
be
you're like
entertaining.
hiding my favorite part of your face right now with your beard. The dimples.
My dimples.
Yeah. So next time you got to come back again and shave, because dimples are my thing. I'm jealous of everybody that has dimples.
So I got started just being creative as a child, and then I went to college for acting. I really wanted to focus on going into a small program that was a liberal arts program that ran like a conservatory. So we got that really like personalized attention. And then since I was 17, I've been working professionally on and off. So that's kind of how I got started, just from the ground up, just taking my classes, going to class, doing my research, learning my Uta Hagen and my Linkletter and my my Stanislavski and my Boleslavski. I bet y'all didn't know who that was.
He's like I'm an actor trained. Got it.
Yeah, it's like really just like diving into the training of it all, and that stuff I can nerd out on that forever. But after I graduated from school, I moved to Pennsylvania for a contract. So I've worked at a few regional theaters. I've worked in Indiana. I've worked in Pennsylvania. I've worked in West Virginia, which was probably one of my favorite experiences. Shout out to WV, because it's a great state.
Who knew?
I know.
I always think of Deliverance when I think of West Virginia.
Yeah, the banjo.
Yeah.
But I had the time of my life there. That was probably one of my favorite experiences. I was an entertainer at the Greenbrier Resort.
Oh, with Vaughn and Lewis.
Vaughn. Yes.
Yes. They were on last week.
Yeah. So I met Vaughn at the Allenbury Resort when I was in Pennsylvania. We just became best friends immediately. And we had the same birthday too. Was it because he was singing
in your eyes as well? Because that's apparently what happened with him and his wife. No, I'm kidding.
Probably.
So it's his voice that just smooths everyone over.
So yeah, working at the Greenbrier was a cool experience because it was very much so on the entertainment front and not the acting front. So it was a lot of singing and dancing and that stuff. So there was a group of 8 of us, so we would kind of switch out when we needed to. We would perform as a group. And we got the cool opportunity to open for Maroon 5, Jimmy Buffett, and Aerosmith, I believe. It was Aerosmith. Yeah.
Dude looks like a lady?
Dude looks like a lady.
I won't do it. I was going to do my dance impression, but I realized that's not the right one. Wow. He looks very small, but I like, we have a lot in common with the mouth part, me and him. So I enjoy him.
So that was a really cool experience, just to kind of rub elbows with those kind of people. And that resort is just beautiful, and it brings in a lot of. I mean, they had the Black Eyed Peas there. I mean, I ran into the King of Scotland. I didn't even know Scotland had a king.
The Last King of Scotland. I saw that movie.
I know that's my Forrest Whitaker look.
Hey, don't be making fun of my Forrest Whitaker. He gave me my first on-screen role, really. So
I love Forrest. But yeah, it was a cool experience to be there, and plus I got to. It was like being in college times 2 because I was living in a hotel, like performing at a hotel, and
was it nice? I mean, you guys were set up in like bunk beds.
We were set up in our own separate rooms in a motel that was away from the actual resort. But the resort itself is just beautiful. If you guys haven't been, go to the Greenbrier. It's just a beautiful place in the mountains of West Virginia.
It is.
Oh, wow. Now, so since you've done so many different kinds of things in acting and entertaining, what would you say is your favorite to do, whether it's live or video or film, camera?
My favorite to do would have to be...
Gosh, one that sends you checks. I'm kidding.
That's really hard. I
Look,
really
Prissy's looking
love.
at you like, recording my stuff.
Here's the thing. I was talking to my mom earlier, and I really love the like management part of the entertainment business. Like,
Yeah.
I love the acting part. Like, you know,
Wow.
I love the commercials I've done. Like, I've got to do my first gig with my agency, Device Talent Agency. Holler, holler, holler.
Shout out, yeah. Gang, gang, gang.
I booked the Sheets Super Bowl commercial, and that was the fun. I just had fun. You
Wait,
know,
what Super Bowl commercial was it? I might have to go find it.
2018.
Okay.
Sheets.
Oh, the Sheets one. I saw that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was just a really fun experience. I mean, things
Funny
like that
enough,
are
my
fun.
mom tried out for that one.
Really?
Yeah, like they had like it was the singing one, right? Where it's like
you
had
were
to, like,
singing down the aisle
sing.
and you're like dancing. Yeah.
Yeah, she no offense to you, but she
No.
hated it every time she heard it because like that could you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so then I was kind of like, but he's so cute.
Oh, trust me, that's how I feel about Queen and Slim. When I see, because I had an audition for Queen and Slim.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie yet.
I haven't either. That's why I'm not seeing it. You know, you get that little bitter taste, and you're like, I didn't get that part.
Look, that's why I won't go to Atlanta. I'm like, I'm not going there until I get paid to go there. I've gone to Georgia, all these different other jobs. I'm like, nope, I'll wait.
Yeah.
But
right.
We'll see.
So yeah, I think I'm evolving into learning to love the business part of it a lot, because I feel like that's kind of where the longevity is. The fun part for me is when I do book a gig, or when I do get to have a creative moment and write a song, like the COVID World I wrote, rewrote for the internet. So I think it's just a balance for me. I don't want my fun to be work, and I want my work to be fun, but I don't want my fun to become my work.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like with everything, like it's following your passion, doing your purpose, but also if it can be fun while you're doing it, that you're winning. Because I didn't know I wanted to be, like a long time ago, I worked on this movie called Who's the Man that had a lot of MTV. It was an MTV movie. And so there's a lot of rappers and performers around. And I was like, ooh, this is what I want to do. I want to be a VJ. And there was like a tryout here in North Carolina at Spencer, North Carolina. Like, I don't even remember what year. I tried out because I had already worked on Dawson's Creek. They're like, you can't do this because you're union. I made it to top 10. And that's when they told me.
Shut your mouth.
I was there since 3:00. I got up at 3:00 in the morning. Like, it must be, because I didn't set an alarm. I was like, it must be meant to be. Let me go. And I drove down there, got there at 5:00. So many people ahead of me didn't bring their driver's license. So I just barely made the number cutoff to even get into the audition, because it was like 5,000 people or something. It was ridiculous. Wow. So to get down to top 10, they interviewed me on screen and everything. And I got to meet Jay-Z and a bunch of other people. I got their autographs, everything. Well, I also told Jay-Z I didn't like his music, but whatever. I was West Coast till I die. And so I stand by my statement. I do like some of his songs, but I stand by it because I'm still bitter. But needless to say, it's one of those things where I was like, oh, well, I guess I can't ever do that. And I went back into acting and makeup artists and different things. And when this all happened, I was like, wait, everybody's going to have to work from home. So maybe my levels won't be so oh, well, that doesn't look professional because she's not using a camera. She's just using her computer, blah, blah, blah. So you really just never know what you can kind of fall into, and just realize this is what I meant to be. Because if you had never eaten that chicken and on camera and just went super viral, you might not have discovered that managing talent.
Absolutely.
Because look, I'm saying talent plural because I get a feeling. Hopefully I might need you or can afford you one day before you get out of my price bracket.
Right.
Look, don't worry, he's still your mind priority.
Him now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Share. No, I'm kidding. So, do you know of anything that's coming up that's getting ready to come out? Because people are starving for new content. I've heard people say several times that they've completed all there is on Netflix.
Yeah.
They've done it all.
Well,
This will be my laugh, and then I'll start going to comments.
Okay, I mentioned this a second ago, but a friend and I just released a spoof of A Whole New World. I rewrote it into a COVID world, and it's a video on Facebook, and it's on YouTube, and it's on Instagram. And my friend Emily Gardenhire, who's from Raleigh as well, we grew up doing theater together. I said, hey, would you mind doing this and singing this and recording yourself at home and putting it on video? And So my friend Dave, who's with Meraki Motion Pictures, he kind of just like hooked up the editing, and I was just like, yeah, it was just a cool collaboration.
So when does that drop?
It's already dropped. It's like boom.
Okay.
It's on the web. So like it dropped on Monday.
Send me the link so I can post it with everything else. And what about you, Prissy? Do you have anything coming up an exclusive video coming soon? No,
not right now.
Not right now. Okay. Well, look, no pressure. You got whatever you do, we'll be waiting for it. Trust. So let me go through and do all of our shout outs to all the people, because you guys have a lot of people who support you guys. I want to make sure I shout them all out. Well, of course, I think I already mentioned Donna from Grenada.
Hey, Donna.
Of course, your mom, Sabrina. Thank you so much for watching,
Mama
Sabrina.
Bree. Love you, Mom.
And then Kimblin Merle. Hopefully I'm not
cuz.
That's our cousin. Hey, cuz.
Oh, hey, cuz. Look, I'm acting like I'm family.
You family.
Lavender, she's in the building, says, I love Prissy. And then it's your mom again saying, hey, cuz. Praise God from Kizzy.
Hey,
and
Kizzy.
Then Vanna is saying, hey, Prissy, love you. Ow.
Hey, Vanna.
And then got more family. Hold on a minute. I don't want to repeat some of those. Oh, Kimblin, so happy for her cousins. Oh, Vaughn even's in here. Tall, you guys, the dream team.
Vaughn.
Thank you so much for watching. Oh, wait, he's got his live tonight. So make sure
I was about to say, I think he's going live here in an hour.
Yeah, his live with his wife where they perform together. I don't want to butcher her name, but Nifa. Okay.
Hey,
He's saying hi.
Hey, Nifa.
Okay, and then they're so proud of you. Too. Antonio, so proud of you. You got such a great family. Mama Bree is all about them hearts. She loves y'all. Aw, that's from Vaughn. Okay. So now you got people crying. Look, I am no Barbara Walters is what I always joke about. Like, I'm very casual and there's no tears. And so here we go.
Tears.
Y'all gave me my 2020 moment, like you said.
Laughs and tears.
That's the only kind of tears I want to give people is tears of laughter. Let's see. Kimblin says, Crispy, I'm in love with Big Girl. Oh, yeah. So tell us a little bit about your music, too. Do you have, how did you get it started with that? Because you did that before the videos went viral. Do you have any plans to do any more music or?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Which is another reason why I'm here in Atlanta. I'm going to be working on an EP.
How nice.
Yeah, so my music is more for inspiration for the plus size community and all women in general, or whatever. If you just want to be, you just need somebody to just motivate you, then I'm
yeah. It's definitely like cheerleader music, I would say. Like not cheerleader,
yeah,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It is. It is. So it's like I'm not. It's not like I'm looking to be like this big award-winning like artist, but it could happen.
I mean, you never know. Never shoot your blessings because
anything's possible. I'm pretty sure Lizzo copied one of your videos.
Everyone says that. Everyone has told me that Lizzo has copied my video with the workout when her
juice video.
Yeah, her juice video. So I don't know.
You're not getting me sued. I don't know. I'm not getting involved. That sounds like big money problems.
Yeah.
I had an insurance guy on yesterday. He's like, you need to have personal coverage or something. I can't remember the exact term, where just in case you're saying stuff on air that you could get sued for it, you're covered.
You never know.
I haven't checked my policy to make sure I have it. So I'm not. Big money problem.
Yeah, we won't touch that.
I'm working on some stuff. It's all about motivation, inspiring,
and fun. It's just like fun music.
All of my music is on iTunes, Spotify, Google Music, every music platform, online platform. You can buy my music, Prissy P. And yes, that's pretty much what I got going on right now. I'm just doing YouTube videos. I just moved to Georgia. Enjoying being in the house and getting stuff done, unpacking boxes. And
right. So you're probably like redecorating your house all over the place since you just moved in 2 months ago, right?
Yeah. It's fun, and that's all I got going on. I just want to make sure that we spread lots of love and positivity in the world, and know that we're all in this.
Praise the Lord.
And we're gonna get through this.
We definitely need that.
Yes.
I mean, there's enough doom and gloom, I think, on the news that it's important for us as entertainers to really try to, paint the world the way we want to see it, not necessarily how it is.
The way we
Yeah.
That touched my spirit.
Well, you know. Oh, and I got, when we were talking earlier about bullying, my cousin wrote, she actually, which is really cute, that she wrote, she stands on her checks as far as when people are saying negative things that
Yep.
she's right. Yep.
Preach.
Yeah.
So there's another thing. I feel like people need to work hard and show people no need for words sometimes, just action. So that's probably about the bullying part as well.
Preach.
Oh, okay. Deliverance is in Georgia. My bad. I'm just telling you that's what
That's
I
my
think
roommate,
of.
Eric.
Oh, okay. Well, like
He's
one of my
also from
good
West
girlfriends,
Virginia.
she's from West Virginia, and when she was showing me pictures of West Virginia, I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute, this is nice. I
It's
can live."
beautiful.
It is beautiful. A lot of horse farms
It's
there.
almost like they perpetuate the stereotypes to keep people away, to keep it untouched, because there's some of the most gorgeous
I think that's
nature.
what North Carolina is doing as well, because it's really beautiful here, but you would think it's like
Just
everywhere is
blah.
Confederate flags and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you're
but
not
it's not.
comfortable here, but it's very opening, very
Yeah.
well, some areas. Let me not go overboard.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah. But this is great. So is there any parting words, anything you guys want to share before we get off the live? Because it's almost 7:00. Time goes fast when you're having fun.
Can we do this every day?
Well, I mean, no.
This is fun.
I'm pre-booked, but I would love to have you guys back.
Camilla's booked, y'all.
I'm booked and busy.
Right.
No,
that's a blessing.
I'm trying to be. I'm trying. It's like some days I'll just be sitting and like, oh crap, I haven't tried
I
to
like that. Booked
for
and
next
busy.
week.
That's gonna be a song title. You just inspired me for
Just write the check, honey. You know how this goes.
I got you. I got you.
Or just give me producer credit so I can get that.
Take your insurance policy though.
Wait, what?
But yeah.
Oh, look, never mind. I ain't trying to get sued with y'all. Y'all look. Oh, I think parodies can't be touched. So
no.
Yeah, that's because was it OT Genius? I'm probably butchering his name, but when he did that song by gosh, what's her name? She's from the Bay Area. Huh? He did a song and he's like getting sued for it now, and he didn't even make money off of it. Like she sent him a cease and desist order because he was singing it really badly. Like he doesn't have a singing voice.
Yeah.
Gosh, what is her name? She's on like Love and Hip Hop, light skin, kind of short. Her mom had a drug addiction problem.
Oh, Alexa.
I own her CD. I can't think. Oh my gosh.
Who is what?
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, let me not sing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone, for even messing up.
I'm perplexicated. I don't know.
I'll post it later.
Not Keisha Cole.
Keisha Cole, yes.
Never knew what I was thinking.
Yeah, that song. He was singing it and like butchering it, and it went like viral and crazy.
I know what you're talking about.
And she did like a cease and desist. So then he went petty level, next level. I was like, I'm here for the petty. I won't do. I don't want to do negative stuff on my show because there's enough of that already, and already got that covered. But I do love watching it. I definitely.
We'll tune in.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, Shade Room is dropping the tea. I'm on it. Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked. I live for that stuff. I mean, because I'm a pop culture junkie. Because my parents are so strict.
Especially to do this.
Yeah, like you got to keep. It's research. I put it on my taxes. I can't lie to IRS. Keisha Cole, see, somebody wrote it for me. Thank you. It was from my singing, wasn't it? No, it wasn't.
Yes.
Well, you guys have been so much fun. Make sure you tell everybody where they can follow you at. I mean, not like they don't already, but for those that didn't comment, that might not know where they can find you guys, where can they find you? How can they keep up with you? Because you guys are amazing.
You can find me at Love Prissy P. Everything is either Prissy P on YouTube or Instagram, Facebook is Love Prissy P. That's how you can find me.
Okay. And
thank you.
And I am at DJ Brinson on every social media platform, or except for Demetrius on Facebook, because it won't let me change it to DJ.
Now I have a question for you. Do you prefer DJ or Demetrius? Because I kind of went back and forth because I saw you wrote both.
I prefer DJ because that's just my common name. Demetrius is on my resume, but
I get it. Mom was being extra by making you such a long name. No, I'm kidding. Because I'm like, I can't fit it. Like when I had your name on, like underneath you, it only. Oops. What did I do? Oops, I put you solo on. Sorry. I made you the solo artist. My bad. I pressed the wrong button. But when I had your name up, it cut off the last name. So I was like, oh, too long. Can't do it. So I get
Too
it.
bad, too sad. It's all good.
Demetrius. Because even my Twitter name, I couldn't use at the real Camille Cower because it was just too long. So I just
Too
did
long.
DK on air. So I get it. But I wanted to
Yeah.
I called you the name you like to be called by.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the E-Spot, and I
Thanks
will
for
be
having us.
following
We
your
appreciate it.
journey, and I can't wait to look at the video that you did about COVID,
Yes,
a
I'll
whole
send
new
it to you.
world.
Share that. It's hilarious, and it's also
Okay.
like it's cute, you know.
Yeah, it's
Aw,
also just like giving people like it's just like a nice, fun like how to
Yes.
COVID and just what we're all going through. It's just a fun, cute little thing.
and I mean, our generations behind us went through so much worse. Like the plague still wins. Like
Oh
we're
yeah.
not getting blisters and sores and walking
Oh
around.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
all we had to do is stay home and Netflix and chill, or take up
Yeah.
new classes and new skills. Not that hard.
Yeah. In the midst of it, we're blessed. So my last words is everybody stay focused on
Yeah.
goodness. Show grace to people.
Yeah.
Show grace to yourself, and just be kind because it's already enough crap in the world. Just be
Absolutely.
kind. So
Absolutely.
and follow Camille, y'all.
Yes.
Look her up. Follow all her stuff.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna definitely have to have you guys back on because we're gonna have to find
Yes.
out all the wonderful things you're doing. I want to hear recaps.
Yeah.
I want to find out who else you guys get collaborations with, and send them my way so I can have them as a guest too.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Look, thank your brother for. Wait, I'm doing
Yes,
this wrong.
DJ, thank you.
I'm
plugs.
dyslexic. This is so hard. There we go. Thanks, DJ, for
Yep.
the introduction. Like I had no idea that you were. I had no idea. So I'm so grateful for both of you guys. Thank
Like
you
they
so much.
say, if you don't know, now you know.
No.
Whoa. Oh wait, that's East Coast.
Yep.
I'm kidding. I like Biggie too. I'm joking. That was
I love
16-year-old
Biggie.
me.
You're a mess.
All right. Thanks again.
All right, guys.
All right,
Y'all
guys.
take care. Be safe.
Okay.
See ya. How much fun. You guys, they were so much fun. And that's what we do at the E-Spot. We have a lot of fun. Tomorrow, oh my gosh, get ready. I hope you have all your questions prepared because we're going to have the Laura DiCarlo from Laura DiCarlo, who is just Google who she is. You'll see. And just she's amazing. Another great guest. Every day, Monday through Friday, I have some amazing guests set up for us. And next Monday is exciting because at 4:00, I'm going to have Naturnal. Can you see? Yeah, I'm going to have Naturnal, the CBD company, for 420. I know what that means. Do you guys know what that means? I'm going to have them on to explain more about CBD products because a lot of people are feeling anxiety and different things. And let's find out from the source. And the company that makes Naturnal, they make a lot of different brands. So they really know the scientific stuff behind it and be able to give you the answers that I don't have because they're going to be a lot of fun. But every day is going to be great. Friday is Chip Sharon. He's a bass player, another game changer. But I'm excited. Every week, every day, you got to tune in because I bring the best guests, man. Like so much fun. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening. See you guys later. See you tomorrow. All right, bye.